Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Thursday. Um, or I guess Friday morning, maybe if you're in Australia. I don't know. Anyway, so here we are, another day, thinking another ship. Like I mentioned at the end of yesterday's stream, my plan is to maybe do one more today and then try to make some kind of a scene where we put them all together and contextualize them like a doc or something. But that will give us I don't know, maybe 5 ships for a space, which seems big enough. So, let's do that. And we've been starting these by using random starship from Blender Guppy to generate ourselves out a hull and then tweaking that from there. And just to switch it up a little bit, I'm going to use a different method, which I've actually used before when I was making the hover car, but I'm going to tweak it a little bit more, which is we're going to shrink wrap a vehicle, an Earth vehicle already, and see what we get from that. At least, and then we'll see what we get. If you don't like it, we'll do it. Go back. Um, and I want to go grab into traffic a Toyota Hilux. Can I make it editable? Yes. Yep. Looks good to me. And we're going to select the whole thing, join it together. And because I know what I'm going to do with this and I just want to see how it's going to look, I'm going to take the whole thing and RY 180, make it upside down, because I want this to be the bottom of my ship, not the top. And GC, and we'll bring it back up to like here. There's no reason for that whatsoever, but why not? And now that I have deleted the base cube, now we will add a new cube. Can't be the base cube. It just doesn't work like that, right? And SY, get a bit more room, SX. And I think we're covered pretty well on that. Okay, now we'll go through and Control 2 and to create a subdivision mod, but we'll make it simple. And now, we will go through and add a shrink wrap modifier, which I always have trouble finding. Shrink wrap, there it is. And we'll set our target to our car. And then we're going to hide our car. Yeah, all right. I think we can use this for what we're looking for. And then I'm going to just try one more thing here. Add modifier, and let's smooth it like 10 times. Too many. Although it does make a neat simple hull. 3, 2, maybe just 1. Yeah. And 2. Kind of brings in what I think used to be the 2 is good. The rear mirrors, the side mirrors. And okay, we will use this as our starting point, I believe. Q, apply all modifiers. And we have this. It's actually even pretty good geo. I'm impressed. It's because we didn't make our subsurf that high, but we didn't need to, so that's cool. Now, 3, Alt Z, and let's just B. Let's delete these faces. Yeah, cool. Now, maybe let's solidify it. Interesting. Now, this is looking pretty cool. I don't think I'm quite ready to solidify it yet. I want to 1 GZ. I want to bring that up So it's goes up instead of down, which is easy to do because there's so few polys. It doesn't even break anything. Cool. Are there any other? We'll turn the solidify on. Kind of helps show what might need to happen. And let's set it to not even thickness. I actually like that better. And do we need to do more? Or are we good? One thing I'm noticing, we're doing it this way, is that we're not getting good topo on that inner side. So let's see what happens, just because this is simple enough. If we just do Alt-E, extrude along normals, and we bring it in like that. Yeah, okay, this gives us, actually, that in this particular scenario, I think that gives us better topology than the solidify modifier, because now we have these edge cuts here, and it's simple enough, it's not breaking anything, so that works. Cool, liking that. I think that I want to take the very least, well, F9, no, at the very least I want to take, first off, I know I stopped talking, I want to bevel this edge, and I think I want to bring these in just a little bit, just to make it a bit wider. Yeah, cool. And I want to bevel that edge like that, just to give us something kind of flat. I'm not crazy about that there, but I think we're gonna tweak it in. Well, let's undo that. Let's do the whole thing. I wasn't sure, but bevel, yeah, cool. Alrighty. Yeah, so you see how like really quickly we've got the base shape for a pretty cool looking boat, and we can just start tweaking to it and adding stuff and making it cool. That's the term, right? We're gonna make it cool. I'm gonna try a few different things to play with on this one too, I believe. I think I want to do some cloth, and I want to do some just random bolted on kind of panels. This is a much smaller vehicle, so let's put our person and we can see that. I mean, we know because we base it on the size of a car, right? So it's, the size of a car. There we go. So this is a 1-2 person hover skiff more than something giant. Maybe we'll make it a little bigger, but no more than that. Yeah, that's good. Scale. So I'll make it a little larger than its initial source, but and I'm just going to go through and delete the traffic file now too. Delete hierarchy. Yeah. So there's nothing left there from the source anymore because we're not going to ever need to see that again. Okay. I don't even need to retopo it because the geo's good. I mean, as good as this sort of geo ever is. We do need to start, I don't know, blinging it a little bit, but let's see. Can we take 2 here to here, turn on proportional editing, 3 GZ, bring it up a little bit. I just want to, just because it started as a car doesn't mean it has to stay at the same car. I'm going to grab, actually, because I want this to come up too. And GZ. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, always remember when you start with any form, particularly a form you pull from something else, that it's just a starting point. It does not have to stay that way. And I'm going to turn, and we've got individual origin turned on. Yes, and we're on 2 SZ0. We turn off proportional, SE0. There we go, flatten the top out a little bit. Maybe I want to do that across the whole thing too. No, because that'll merge it all. I mean, I could do it one at a time, right? But, 3. Yeah, we don't even need it to be flat. It's cool. All right. So we've tweaked our silhouette a little bit. We've made it a bit more hull-like. We could, if we were feeling spicy, I'm always feeling spicy. Yeah. Bevel that. Let's create a center I, GZ, UI. Do we want to give it that kind of hull vibe or keel vibe? I don't know if we do. We might want to take this whole thing, at least this part of it, turn back on proportional, GZ, make it a bit more boat-like. Yeah, maybe. Let's see. Control Z, Control Shift Z. Yeah, we'll bring it down. Okay, and let's save. Save as. Where am I at? Here we go. 230608-1. This one really is going to be a hover skiff, but a hover boat, we'll just call it. I tried to make a skiff for the last one and it ended up being bigger and more industrial looking, but this one I think is going to actually be that. Famous last words. Okay. Okay. So we've got that. We want to start blinging it out a little bit. And I think the first thing we want to do is I'm going to introduce an edge loop here. And I want to select, actually, plus, plus, plus. Yeah, sure. Grab that. Okay, I want to just grab everything but the top part, and I'm going to Alt-E, extrude along normals, outward just a little bit to give it that kind of a loop. And it's got a little loop, like a lip is what I want to have around that. Cool. That looks all right to me. It's all about just breaking up the silhouette with some things like that and that there. And when the light hits it, now we got an intersection of form there. So that'll be cool. Okay, then we need to decide, is it going to have a cockpit? It could. Is it going to steer from the back? Or we're going to put the engine back here? Where are we going to put parts? Or we could just put the engine outboard on the very back, I think, or the sides, or all kinds of stuff. But we need to start thinking about that. I think even though we've got this going down, F, I think we want, yeah, we want to have a floor that's flatter. That's not flat though. So let's see if we can't turn that off, turn that off. Edge, bridge edge loops gives us better topology. Yeah, and we can add some loops there. It's not gonna match is the problem, but we could just go KC real quick and match KC. Didn't do that right. 7. Or that one right. Yeah. Oh, it's because we're not quite touching, are we? 2. And the edge, bridge edge loops will let me do it. No, because it's still 1. 1. Oh, you bastard. Okay, fine. I'm going to come out, apply hops. Now 2, F, 1, 2. Now I have 2 edge loops, like edge, bridge edge loops. No. Edge, bridge edge loops. No. Fine. F. I'm not too worried about it because I don't think we're going to apply a lot of interesting stuff there. So we'll keep that separate. I was going to combine it so we could do a random flow stuff that would go across those, but I think we'll probably end up keeping this separate anyway. So yeah, 3. Can we just W? No, we can't subdivide it. Got a panel there. It's fine. It's fine, Seth. Okay, save again. And let's start adding some stuff to it. Do we want to kit bash add stuff to it, or do we want to do it on our own still? Let's do it on our own still. 3I E K, yeah, I E I E S, turn off proportional, S, yeah, okay, cool. And I need to mirror again. Okay, there we go. Doing some little fin action thing going on there. And I kind of do want some kind of a keel or something that looks like a keel. So let's just grab that bevel, all the normals, and scale. Okay. Yeah. Save early, save often. K, 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 K. Now, do we give it a cockpit? Oh, I know what I was going to give it. I was going to try. Let's try this. Let's see what we got. I was playing with some old my kit bash 3D stuff, and I realized that I had made kit ops things for some of these old things, including the drone set, which I believe had a cockpit, weapons chair, weapon cockpit. Was this a regular cockpit, or was this the only one? I thought I saw one. Go above component. Let's see. Box, body, component. No, I guess there was not. Just the weapons cockpit here, weapon cockpit here, weapons chair. This chair is just cool looking. But let's see what this looks like. Add insert. Scale. What do we got? It doesn't have a chair in it, I see. Let's get rid of that for right now. Come back to it maybe. You guys can all tell by now that, yes, I don't really pre-plan these too terribly much. Where'd it go? There we go. Alt R. That's a cool looking chair. I like that. And can we bring it to the front? Where do we want it? Might need a cockpit though. See if these cockpits will fit with that chair. That would be good if it did. Alt R, 7G. Scale it up a bit. Seems like it doesn't fit exactly, but for our purposes, I think we can make it work. Let's turn off our boat for right now. That looks like that now fits. We've got some extra stuff. Let's see. 3 and G. So we want this to be on the inside. Scale it up a bit. There we go. Let's see. Alt S, Alt S. Now there's the same size that they came from, which is ridiculously small, but we can adjust that. G. Okay, bring them in. 7. Alt G, Alt G. Solo those things. Unsolo those things. So that and that. Try to line it up properly. Doesn't line up. Okay. GY, that was too much to hope for. Now let's line it up. Control J. Control J. And just while I'm at it, object. There we go. I can see this thing right. Yeah, it's not perfect, but I think it'll work for what we want. Now, let's turn back on our boat. And S10. S5. Ooh, no. Scale it to like that. So, we could do a lot with this. We could put it off to the side. That'd be kind of neat. Very kind of Millennium Falcon, right? Like we could put it off to here and have it just be like the boat's driven from the side. I mean, it's kind of cool. Let's bring it up to like that. How do we feel about that? It'll give us a lot more like cargo space if we wanted it. I mean, I don't hate the idea. We could also put it on top or in the front. But what happens if we just take it out to like there? So it's not even attached necessarily. And we put an arm on it, which I think I might have an arm. Component connector. Let's see. Gimbal it. I mean, I don't know that I need that. That's cool. That's just cool though. Okay, we're keeping this for something else. That's going to be a light. We're just using that straight up. No question. Okay, 7. Alt R. G. Happy accidents. RY180. GZ. Scale it down a bit. That's going in the front of our boat. For sure. Where do we want to put this though? Do we put it in the front here? We could kind of do like that sort of vibe here off to the side. Like it's got its own. No, I like it. I think I like it just hanging off the edge. Let's go see if we can find what will we call this? I don't know. It's a joint. These things are such hard colors to see. That. Yeah, I think that could work. Alt R, scale it. RX 180, maybe. RZ 90. Scale it down a bit more. Again, it doesn't have to work. It just has to kind of look like it works. But it is cool if it would actually meet the needs that we're looking for. So we put it here, scale it down even a bit more. Scale up a bit more. There we go. Not like that. That's cool. Let's scale it down a bit. Put it in line. I want to make it so that those will be slightly off the boat, but not too off the boat when we get to it. Something like that. That's pretty low and pretty far forward now. Can we bring it in? And I don't know, I'm trying to do something I haven't done before, is really what it comes down to. I think that works. Yeah. Cool. So it's going to have this right side mounted cockpit it's going to use, and then that can move. I can rotate in and out for getting on. Makes sense to me. Cool. All right. We're getting the basic forms, not basis, basic forms done. Let's see. Is there anything like a light over here in these? Light structure? No. Although, structured parts are not a bad thing to use, but armor. Just looking to see if there's any cool panels we want to use while we're doing this. I don't think so. I think we're good. Let's leave Ultra Borg behind and maybe go big, medium, small. And see if we can't find some engine type stuff. I mean, I know we can. Okay. So what do we want to do? This is just a really gross, ugly engine, and I like it. So let's see what we can use it for. Okay. I mean, it's just gnarly looking. Let's rotate Y 180. Scale it down. And it's pointed the right direction for us, right? Yeah. Can we put it like here? Let's do 2. One on either side of that keel part, which we will probably hide utterly if we do this. GZ. GZ. Let's go up a bit. Can't be afraid to intersect parts and hide stuff. Like you're like, but that doesn't look, we're getting that cut off. Yes, we are. But sometimes that makes it just look better. 9. How are we feeling? Bring it out more. Okay, and we mirror it. Kind of getting a speedboat vibe going to it now. It's because it's got that front thing up there. Because I got the front thing. The hull rises up like that. Makes it feel like it's like a wave jumper, which should fly above the wave sled. Should not make any difference at all. But do we like it? Off, on. 3. Engine. Off, on. We'll leave it on. I like things about it off too, for sure. But let's leave it on for right now. And our hull is mirrored. I want to select this bottom part of it again. 3. Just like that, 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 that. See those, that, but not this stuff on the top. 3. I'm going about it completely backwardsly. I could have selected this thing easier, but fine. And I didn't want this thing selected either. So much. Just go away. We're doing it the slow way. But it also lets me think while I'm doing it, which is sometimes good. I don't want those selected. Don't want those selected. Just want that. Sure, we'll take that. We don't want that selected. And alrighty. We'll try it. Let's see what we get. Did I select the wrong side? No, I think that's right. Okay. Just wanted to do that because I'm going to do a random flow plate insets. And I'm going to subdivide it. Ooh, that's so pretty. 3. I mean, that's just pretty. It's going to make our life a little bit more interesting later, but that's okay. And I just like it. I think it works. I think it works well. Because now we've got a lot more geometry to work with than we had before, which is, good and bad. But I think that's okay. But that's just pretty. And I think we're feeling a little less beat up, maybe. It's still going to be a little beat up, but like stuff like this is more high tech looking. If we want to beat up, we're going to have to add some elements to it like that. Let's add some elements. How do we want to do this? Okay, so both of these are there. In some sense, this is going to make my life easier, I think. Cool. I, E, and maybe. Let's see. P selection. This one just its own object already. Tab A, E. Bring it up. And then bevel. No, we can't bevel. No, I'm not liking that. Let's try something. This way to do this. Delete. No, go away. Not gonna subdivide it even. There, just back to its original. I want to put a canopy over here. I'm just trying to decide the best way to put a canopy there. And that's not the best way. I think the best way, ooh, it is multiple pieces. Which side is mirrored? Cannot remember. I think this is the primary side. Yep, this is the primary side. So if we select this, or this, and this, and E, cool. Okay, yeah, I like that. I know it's kind of bizarre, but I do like it. Sticking out like that is kind of cool too. Now, I'm going to apply, and I'm going to come through, and I'm going to select this, and link the faces, and this, and link the faces, and then Control R to add in, just to be consistent, say 10 edge loops. And same here, Control R, 10. Now, if we select this innermost face, O, and we have proportional on, let's make sure connected, GC. Something like that. Okay, cool. Now, I think I'm just gonna go, and this is why I made them consistent, because I think I can just go grab that, and, yeah, monkey, that, and edge, bridge edge loops. Cool, and then let's just, so it's roughly square. So we've created something like that. Okay, so now we can take these things here and Alt-E, other direction. Oh, I hate it when it does that. I don't even know why. I need to figure out why it won't let me extrude that properly. That's just bizarre. My boat is entirely inside out. Okay, well, fine. A, Shift N. Okay, now my boat is not inside out. But those are inside out. Or they're not inside out, but they're not, right? Let's just select those. P, selection. Q, solidify. There we go. Cool. And now we can just apply that. And let's come back there and edit them. Let's turn off this horrible blue first. I don't necessarily want this to look like it's terribly clean, you know? Like I want it to have parts that look new, but I want it to feel like it's been jury-rigged, because that's kind of the vibe for this whole place. L, okay, great. Now I want my corners should be pinned. Shift Q, panel cloth. I want cuts. Start with 10. Cool. I don't know that I need to have quite, I'm not rendering, F9. Quite as much pressure. So let's set our minimum pressure to 0 and our max pressure to 0.3. And F9. And I'm going to remove the original faces. And I'm going to set our shrinkage to 0 and 0. That's too much. Minus 0.1. So it allows for a little bit of roughness, but not a lot. I mean, I could get really crazy and add like support structures and all that underneath it, but it kind of feels like it just works about like that pretty well. F9, let's set our subdivision to 25. See if we get something cooler looking. Yeah, it's definitely more simplified, or sorry, less simplified. F9. Pressure of 0. That's what we get. That's kind of good. Gravity, min 0.1. Do I want any gravity? Max 0.3. I'm just playing with these settings, see what we get. Yeah, gravity's not working for me. 0. And 0. Mass per vertex of 0.3. Make it heavier to max. And add a little bit of noise. Kind of make it less pretty. Yeah, there we go. Less pretty down the center. We got some kind of just cool, rough fabric-y kind of thing. Might even want it a little less cuts. Let's see if let's just go back to like, let's cut it down to 5 and see. 5 is not enough. 10's pretty good. Subsurface level 1. So now it smooths it afterward. So now let's try 5. Cuts 5. I mean, I don't hate that. I wanted to bring the shrinkage down a little bit. Max minus 0.03. It just smooths it out that way. And it's kind of making it like, why we bother doing this? But we bother doing it to try it. That's the whole point. Minus 0.1. Shrinkage minus 0.1. And F9 and pressure minus 0.5. 0.5. Whew. See, now we got a parachute going on there. That's a little too much. Max 0.1. Like reality, it would be either taut or there would be a frame underneath us that we can't see. But, you know, I'm not gonna stress about it, I don't think. Although F9, see if we do not remove the faces, we could create a frame underneath it. Yes, let's do that. Okay, cool, we like that. So now come back through here and we're going to actually separate that selection, solo it, tab, and now we're going to create a frame. And we're going to do that there, 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 there. Q, curve extract. I know we're going to have to tweak our fabric just a little bit, but I think that's fine. Might even too much frame. I don't think we need that much frame. Let's delete, do it again. We don't need these. Q, curve extract. Select like that, and then solo this again. And let's do that side, and we've got 10, right? 2 from the top, 2 from the top. Q, curve extract. Now we can get rid of this thing. Now we got a frame. That works. And we just need to probably bring our cloth up a bit. And a bit more. Okay. Yes. Oh, yeah. Cool. So now it's going over our frame. Can't go that high, though. We want to touch the frame. Bring it down. There we go. And we just need to come in here where it's clipping just a bit. And OGZ. Bring it up. And save. So now, I think that's looking all right. That's not looking all right. I didn't realize it clipped that. Ugh, you bastard. Yeah, we'll fix it. Fine. We're gonna select no. That OGY. There you go. Now it doesn't. And then we create a little bit more wonkiness, and that's okay too. So we've got, oh yeah, now that's looking cool. Or at least I think it is. I like that. We need to Star Warsify these things. Let's do that now. I'm just going to Alt X and mirror it because we want to select the 3, those, and those. And yeah, sure, those and those. And let's use panel, plate insets rather. Seed. I'm digging it. Let's try F9. Fill. Yeah, fill is better, I think. Yes, fill is better. Maybe one more cut. And yep, cool. Sweet. There's absolutely no reason for them to have that level of whatever on it, except it just looks cool. It's the Star Wars principle. Like, why did they do this? Why didn't they just use a solid piece of metal? We don't know. Because it looks cool. And that's the answer. Now, we need to start or continue with our grungification process. Before we grunge though, let's come here, dot, select, G coplanar. Tell me it's gonna work. No, fine, piece off, 7, solo, Alt Z, C. This is what I mean about being kind of annoying when you subdivide too early, is it just gets harder to select shit. And we don't want that. That, yep, and that, nope. That's part of the next thing. Okay, now the advantage though is it's already subdivided, so we can just use plate insets with 0 subdivs if we feel like it, and plating seed to start playing with it. Ooh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Cool. I don't even think I'm going to change that. I just like it. Save again. And I want to start adding some like farm equipment type stuff to this just to make it feel a little more swamp people. I want this to feel swamp people. That's the term, right? I like this being what it is. Let's see. 3. Can I just select? No. Well, 3, solo, Alt Z, B. I just want to grab that part there. I wouldn't mind grabbing the whole back part, but I think that's cool. I think I want to ungrab the inner part though. I know, just a pain. I don't think I need to because I think it's going to be weird, but go. And actually, I'm going to ungrab the front part too. Yeah, C, disconnect, and connect. So I've got the relatively larger sections on this thing. Tab. Now this one I'm going to try using plates, or panels rather. F9, and I want radial. I want my max size to be a bit bigger. Cool. F9, and I want our depth to be bigger. And I think I want our inset to be a bit bigger. So it creates this sort of sense of paneling. I do like that. Do I have F9? Assign top faces to vertex group. Yes. Okay, we have those. Good. So now if I tab, select, or no, 1, select, Control I. No, I just want the top faces. Select. Did I just get the top faces, but it's the way I've cut it, it's different? It used to work. All right, fine. I'm trying to add some panel screws to it, is what I want to do. I was hoping I could do it with vertex groups, but it doesn't look like it wants to let me do that. So Shift Q, utility, panel screws, custom, round head, split by sharp, limited dissolve, per face. This is huge. We don't want that many. Max angle, 60. Does that give us more or less? Yes, less. 90. Still mode. 5. Let's try. Screws are generated for each 90. I just want some screws. Screw you. All right, fine. We're not going to do it this way. Let's do it the other way. Let's tag some vertices. 1. See if this works. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Shift, not control, Steph. 3, 4. Q. Shift Q. Tag verts. Shift Q. Utility. Panel screws. F9. Tag verts only. Import mesh custom. Where'd they all go? Did I lose? That's bizarre. Did I get a bug in it? Shift Q, panel screws. No faces select. Do I have to have faces selected? Oh, they're tagged now. So they should be okay. Shift Q, panel screws, round heads, tag verts only. We should get them. Why are we not? I don't know. Tab. Let's see. Tag verts select. We have tagged verts. Why aren't they giving me? Yeah, bastards. I just want to put some screws in here. This used to work well. Let's see. Screws. Round head. Yes, that's what I want. Fine. Just do it a little bit at a time. Radius. Shrink it down just a little bit. I just want some like ugly ass screws on those faces. But we can do this way. It's fine. We'll do it by plate. I don't know why it's not working right. He changes stuff fast enough that I used to understand how this worked, and now maybe I don't. Screws. F9. Round head. Cool. That's working. We're getting there. Just so it feels a little bit, beat up. Let's do it here too. Panel screws. Round head. Did I grab too many? I think I grabbed too many vertices. Yes, I did. Don't want those. Cool. And then just, two more. Here, panel screws. And F9. Bring down our margin just a bit on these ones because it's a smaller side. Cool. And then last one. I'm sure there's a better way to do this. I apologize. Sometimes the way that gets something done is the best way to do it. Okay. So we got all those screws now. Now we just need to mirror them. Screws. I'm going to join them together. I'm going to select our base mesh and mirror. So now we got bunches of screws that didn't line up right. Interesting. Let's see. Let's remove this and use this instead. Seven. No, it didn't line up. Why did it not line up? Is that not centered? Should be. It's the individual origins. Solo it. Is it? Yeah. Let's just see. Alt X. Yeah, it's mirrored. It's already mirrored, wasn't it? No. Okay, now it's mirrored for sure. Let me take this piece, that, Alt X, mirror it. And now it's right. I don't know what it was doing. Cool. Save. Lots of screws. Where are we at? 1 hour. All right, cool. Let's see what we look like. We're all mostly white still. We haven't done any real materializing at all. So let's start adding a few materials and we'll come back through and tweak some more. Under shaders, let's grab our cloth, give it the old grunge cloth. Why mess with a good thing? Now this AU cube projection, and let's see what it looks like if we use this classic sheeting. I mean, not bad. That looks pretty cool. Let's see what happens if we use it for here too. Again, not bad. Not 100% sold on that. A UV editing. We got a. Let's just make them consistent. B G. Which one do we want to use? Kind of a more turn off proportional scale. C8. Yeah, it feels like it's its own thing now, but that's cool. I like that. These, all them screws. Let's go give it just new. We'll give it grunge metal. And we're just going to go make sure grunge metal doesn't have any glowing because we know that it does. So we're going to remove. Come on. Go away, Evie. I hate you. I hate you. You're not my dad. Kill that. Okay. Now our screws are appropriately grunge metaled. Now these sections, we could tab A, U, cube projection, and try classic again. We go with Chrome Classic. Is there anything interesting there? Just make it more metal-like? Like it's not been painted? UV editing. 3. U. Smart UV project. Let's see if that makes a better one. Yes, it does. A scale. Bring it to here. It's kind of, it's more metal-y. I don't know if I like it though. So yeah, we tried. Let's go to sci-fi standard now. Scale. Just bring it over here and scale it back up a bit so it fits that whole panel. And we got that, it's that ugly dark one, which is cool. This one, Q, convert to mesh. Q, convert to mesh. Join them together. A, U, smart UV. See, we get, that looks cool. And this one, we will do the chrome. Metal chrome classic standard. A, scale it way down and bring it up to like here. The lines will be fine. Just add a little bit of interest to it. Yep. Cool. Doing good. Now, let's come over here and we'll grab this piece here. Heavy joints. It's got lots of different materials. Are there really that many materials on it? It just seems nuts to me. Let's see, classic. I think that's like 99% of it, isn't it? Yeah, it is. There's just a little more. It's that. And get that. Are there cables on this thing? No. Fine. Don't mess with me, dude. Metal green, that's definitely going to be our classic. Sheeting. Whoa. Select a scale. Will that work? No, I don't like that. Okay, we're gonna have to do a little bit of UVing on this one. A. Now, again, let's just select it. And maybe just shrink it down. Try to make it all in one. Is that too small? Yeah, that. I don't like that. Select. See if we can use a cleaner panel, and maybe that'll help us out a bit. Make it. We'll notice the grunge less. Yes, I think that does help. This is our glass, right? Yeah. And layout. Small glass window plane for that. Okay, cool. Now our chair is going to be, I think, probably just grunge cloth. Yeah. And our seat belts are also going to be grunge cloth. I could tweak them so that they were different colors, but I don't think that's the point to this at this stage, so we'll call it good. I think, do we want to mess with our interior stuff? I mean, I think we need to mess with that at the very least. Give it a panel. Multi-drone 5 is what it's saying it is. Well, that's not a drone thing at all. All right, let's see. Do we have a good sci-fi GUI? Thought I had some kind of good, like, glowy stuff. Yeah, we'll just do sci-fi GUI, see how that works. We'll see what it gives us. Add material. Yeah, cool. I don't think we're going to look at it from here, so it doesn't really matter. But, alrighty. Where are we at? 109. Yeah, we're doing okay. We need some more stuff on this thing now. I think I'm still not sold on that color. Select. I think I want it to be, scale it down a bit more. Make it that. Yeah. Oh yeah. No, that's way better. Feeling that. Mhm. Okay. So let's get down to brass tacks here. We still need to texture this thing. The default is metal green, which we're going to go with. Let's try this one. Yep. Cool. Absolutely. And then here, just for funsies, where it's got this one, let's use my yellow. Yep. And my yellow, I think it's going to be metal black. Yes. There. The last one's going to be our lights. I'll pull it from the thing I made yesterday, but we'll do it later. I just want to get it sort of right. And it's extending out further than I wanted. Is that okay? In a little bit, just so it sort of feels right. It feels fine. Save. Okie dokie. I think we need some cables. I think we need some pipes, possibly. We need to sort of, again, grunge it up a bit. I think we need, well, okay, let's start with a cable. And I'm going to go back to just our solid view. Let's create a cable from here to here. Scale it down. And how do we feel about that? I don't even know. That feels weird to me. Let's see. Simulate it. See what it does. I mean, I like that better, but sure. Edit 7G and GC and G. Okay, so it's coming out. It's not intersecting anything anymore. Well, it kind of still is, just a little bit. There we go. It's coming across there like that. I mean, okay. I don't know. Sure, why not? And material, it has none. We'll leave that alone for right now. We need some more things. I think let's go grab some of those antenna assets of Ian's, grab a cable coil, and put it here. And let's see, 7G3RX, no, RX, G, and same thing we did with the other boat. We're just kind of making it lived in. That's cool. I like our little beacons. We've been using them consistently. Let's keep using them. I feel like they're kind of part of this world now. Local RY90 GX GX RZ. Okay. So it's on that side there. Got one. And do we have Well, there was this like a pipe piece I kind of liked. The canister, was it this? Yeah. Yep, that's it. That's just cool. Bring that in. Yeah, scale it down a bit. Again, give us some parts, and then we will connect, which is, again, I'm going to state ridiculous, but give it some more cables. Create a cable from here to here. Scale it way down. Cool. JC, simulate cable. Tab, G. There we go. Just tweaking that. Okay. Now, save. As you can see, very definitely we are not symmetrical on this ship now, and that's okay. That's cool. I'm gonna go from, I just want some hanging cables, basically. Something that makes it feel a little weird. Tab, let's go from, trying to think where we could put some, here to here. Tab, Shift Q, cables. Yeah, let's give it a bit more slack. Down to like that. Can we simulate these cables? Does it work? Never tried. Is it gonna explode or work? It's thinking. Please don't explode. Da 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 da. Feels like it might be exploding, which is what happens when you try to use cables from. Oh no, no, it worked. Well, did it? Well, it did some weirdness. No, it didn't really work. Oh, it's kind of neat. I think we're gonna take it because we're just gonna grab the ones I don't like in this case. Cool. Just deleting a couple of vertices to make it less weird where it did strange things. Cool. Yeah. Alrighty then. We'll allow that. And then I think I'm going to take that and mirror it, see how it goes. Yeah, it lines up all right, does it? Yep. Cool. Save. Now, do we want to put some brackets on the back again? I think we might. Let's do that. Let's see, Alt R, RX90, okay, yep. Actually lines up just about perfect. Just about where I wanted it. Cool. GZ, no. GY. Scale it down just a bit. GZ. Cool. 19 RZ. cool. Bring it in a bit more for this one. And let's mirror it. Cool. It's quiet today. I guess people are busy, which is fine. I do hope people watch these afterward. I want to think they offer something helpful. Ooh, maybe a bumper winch just on the front there. Does that give us something cool? Oh, R dot. Let's reverse it. RZ 180. 3 R G. Could be. Let's see. Z8. No, I don't like it. It messes up the silhouette in ways I don't want. But I do like those. Those are cool. And I'm liking the cables. That's working for me. And I think I want at least a couple more of these. Alt D, bring it over here. Then 3, GZ, global again. GZ to there. Bring it up a bit. And let's mirror it. Cables is good. What's the material for this? Cables. See if it works if I just make this cables. I think it might. And I think it's just black right now, but that's fine. That's cool. Where we at? 122. Coming up on the end. Just see if there's something else we want to do. That's just cool looking. What is it? It's just, it's the stoplight. Oh, neat. Yeah. But what happens if we, I need to change that so it wasn't a stoplight anymore, obviously. But I'm kind of thinking it could be neat for like just a bit off the side. And if I just turn this red light to that, no, it's that part, plexi. Let's see what's causing what we got. Is it plexi? Select, no. Yellow light, green light, cross off what? This one. And we change this one to matte, plastic black matte. And then we move it up and we just delete. No, because something's causing that to be All right, let's look. Shading. I want to get rid of the hand if I can. I just want to, I like that shape so much. 3 dot. Is it this part? Diffusion. The beacon texture? No. Is it diffusion? No, we like that. That's not the one we want. Solo this thing here. We're spending way too much time on this, and I don't care. Did he cut it out? Ah, he cut it out. Select X vertices. There we go. Yeah. Clever girl. Okay, that's just cool. We like that. Mirror it. What is it? We don't know. We don't care, but it looks cool. I mean, we know what it is, but what is it in the context of our thing? Yeah, that we don't know. It's also an opportunity. You know, Q, apply, Control J. There we go. To add more cables. Let's go back to layout. And we can select that face and let's say those two faces. On the wrong side, aren't we? Yes, we are on the wrong side. Or is it mirrored anymore? No, it's not mirrored, so we're okay. And tab, shift Q, random cables, limited, max, way up. Like that. And even more. Cool. F9, full, limited, none, limited, sort. Doesn't do anything for us. No, not in this case. Cool. And we'll mirror it. Get some more cables. And material is going to be gables. Z8. Lots of cables. All the cables. We need more cables. More cables. Okay. I'm crazy. Yeah, I know it. Select that and that and that. Tab, Shift Q, cables. F9. Yeah, let's undo this. Let's just make our own. DC. Selected faces. No. Oh, fine. Piece off. Shift AC. Create cable. Scale. B, scale, or triple, the adjusted scale for triple. Scale, no. And scale the, no, it's the scale, yeah. There we go. Shift AC, insulate, S, bring it in, S even more. Cool. Cool. Ah, damn it. Cool. Grunge cloth and cables. Right. And mirror it. Okay, we have a very different style ship now. Let's save than the one we were doing yesterday. But I think this is what I wanted to do yesterday actually, and then I kind of got sidetracked. And I think this is working for today. We've got a little boat. I like our cockpit area. This is for like storage or people or whatever. It feels right. I'm liking it. I really like the crosswalk signs. I think that's just icing on the cake for me. It's fun how things like that can happen and just totally, change your vibe. Ooh, do you want to put a container? It's like a gas can. It's kind of neat. RY 90, RY minus 90, and local. I could keep playing with these things forever too. It's like Lego building and all this other stuff. It's just fun. Oh yeah, let's throw that there. And we'll mirror it too. Save. Actually, can we mirror it? We can't mirror it because there's a cockpit on that side, which is cool. Okay. And then any other neat things we see that we want to throw in real quick before we call it? We could put, the only thing I'm thinking is that we don't have really anything of interest in here engine-wise. We could put an engine component there. And it could be cool. Let's see. R RX90 GZ global GZ, scale it up. What are we seeing? I mean, it's dark, so we're not seeing anything right now, but we're seeing it's too big for that. Bring it in. I don't know. I'm not feeling that. Let's try one other thing though, and then we'll call it. See. Enter. Okay. Tab. Shift Q. Random tubes. Amount 25. And I want my depth to be a bit bigger. My offset actually to be a bit potentially bigger this time. And shortest, longest, none, length max 10. Yes. Okay, cool. And now tab, cool, shift Q, utility, plate insets. We're not going to subdivide it, but can we do that? Depth, bring it out a lot. X, we'll subdivide it 1, can we? Do we want that much? Maybe we don't want to subdivide it 1, but we want to set our max to 4. Minimum to 1, max to 5. Subdivision, minimum of 2, max of 6. Yeah, okay. Just adding some interest. It's just like something here. We can come back through now and E. And I mean, I don't even really need to mess with it too much. I think it's fine. But, ooh, does it? Ooh, it created on the back too. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, huh. It does block my panels, but I mean, dude, I like that. Okay. Yeah, sure. I'm all right with that. And one more thing. Do we want to put some seats or just we want them to be standing for that? Now we want them standing. We're good. I was like, I could put that seat in there and whatever else, but no. We are going to call it. I'm at 7 minutes over. Anyway, I'm going to finish this up. I'm going to add just like some materials to the light and that kind of thing, and then put in a scene. And I should have it up on Instagram and Mastodon fairly shortly. I can't tell if anyone was watching today yet or not. If you were, thank you very much. If you're watching this later, please like and subscribe. I appreciate it. Tomorrow, I'm going to be back with some kind of, again, like I said, I think a port or a building or something to indicate more of the human part of the world that these vehicles exist in. And I'd love for you to join me. Thanks a lot. I will see you later. All right. Bye.